This is lesson 4 in the angles unit. It is the second day of transversals cutting parallel lines. The homework that goes along with this is page 12 to 15. If you're in the advanced, if you're in the regular, you're going to need to check the schedule and see what goes with it. This is on page number 12 in your notes. Okay. A, furniture designer built the bookcases shown. Line B is parallel to line A. The measure of angle 2 is 105 degrees. They want us to find the measure of angle 3 and the measure of angle 6. We're going to find all the measures here, okay, because that's great practice. So let's find all the angles in this top column. If angle 2 is 105, angle 1 is also 105 because they are vertical. These two angles are a linear pair, so they have to be supplementary. If this angle is 105, this supplementary means you add up to 180. This angle will be 75. This is also 75 because these are vertical angles. Now, since these lines are parallel, they told us that. This top clump can slide straight down to the bottom clump. So 105, 105, 75, 75. We've now found all the angles in the diagram. Angle 2 is 105, angle 6 is 75. And they want us to find angle 3. The measure of angle 3 is 75. All right. In this figure, line M is parallel to line Q. Oh, line M and N. I'm sorry, line M and N are parallel. Line Q is perpendicular to line P, right there. The measure of angle 1 is 40 degrees. They want to find measure of angle 7. Now, I'm going to fill in all the angles. These angle problems are kind of like a puzzle. You work one angle at a time. So, if angle 1 is 40, angle 9 is also going to be 40 because they are vertical. These two angles right here form a linear pair. So if this is 40, this needs to be 140 because they are supplementary. They add up to 180. That means angle 2 is also 140. Now, let's look inside this triangle. This angle right here is 90. If I look at this transversal P, aren't angle 1 and angle 3 corresponding angles? So I can slide 40 down there. If that's 40, 6 is also 40 because it's vertical. Now, 5 is also 90 because it is vertical with this 90 degree angle. So, these three angles right here, 3, 4, and 5, don't they have to add up to 180 because they form a straight line? So 90 and 40 is 130. That means this will be 50. 7 is also 50 because it's vertical. We've now found all the missing angles. If I wanted to find this angle right here, I could because look, I've got a triangle. 3 angles in a triangle add up to 180. So 90 and 40 is 130. That means this angle also needs to be 50. That would make this angle 50. I could find this angle 130 because those are a linear pair. That's also 130. They didn't ask us to find those, but you can. So you are working from one angle to another, finding what you need. And measure of angle 7, which is what we were looking for, is 50 degrees. The rest of that is all extra work. But again, it's like a puzzle. All right. Let's take a look at this one. Refer to the porch stairs. Line M is parallel to line N. The measure of angle 7 is 35. So this is 35. Again, let's figure this out. 35, that means 6 is 35 because they're vertical. These two angles form a linear pair, so they need to be 180. So this is going to be 145. Because if you add those together, they are supplementary. This one is also 145 because it's vertical. Now, since this angle clump and this one are formed by transversal cutting parallel lines, I can also fill these in, slide it, 145, 145. All right. I am also going to do a couple problems that involve equations. You are not going to have these problems in your note packet, but I want you to write them down. Write down example 3. So pause it, write down example 3. All right. I personally like to do this by finding all the angles. But you could say, okay, well, these two are alternate interior, and if you know that alternate interior angles are congruent, this is also going to be 53 degrees. But if you don't know that, let's find our angles. This is 53 because they're vertical. This angle right here will be what? 127 because they are supplementary. 127. Slide this down into the clump below it. This is 53, 127, 127, so x is 53. But you could say these are alternate interior, they are congruent, so x is 53. We could look at these two angles. What are they? They are same side interior. Same side interior angles are supplementary, but if you don't know that, let's fill in all of our angles. This is going to be 91. This is going to be 89 because those two are a linear pair, 89. Slide this down into the clumps. 89, 91. So these two angles are same side interior. They are supplementary, so x is 89. You can do it by knowing that they're supplementary, or you can do it by finding all the angles. All right. This is more our speed. Look at these two angles. What are they? They are a linear pair. They are supplementary. So our equation is going to be x plus 78 plus 42 equals 180. Because you know a linear pair adds up to 180 or supplementary. So x plus 120 equals 180. Subtract 120. So x is 60. So that angle, or x, is 60 degrees. All right, let's look at these two. Now, these are difficult to see. So I'm going to slide both angles into the same clump. This is bottom right. If I slide that into the other clump, it's bottom right. Take a look at these two. Now that they're in the same clump, aren't these two supplementary? So I will have x plus 10 plus 112 equals 180. So I'll have x plus 122 equals 180. Subtract 122, and I will end up with x is 58 degrees. All right. Again, the angle relationship here is supplementary, so you'd have x plus 46 equals 180. That one's easy. Look, in their different clumps, slide your two angles into the same clump. Look where this one is. It is bottom left. Slide to bottom left, 114. Aren't these two angles supplementary? So they are same side interior, the relationship is supplementary. Our equation would be x plus 114 equals 180, and you can solve that and find x. Slide them into the same clump. Now, take a look at this one. Aren't these two angles in the same spot? So they are not complementary. They are corresponding angles. Same spot, different clump. What do we know about corresponding angles? We can slide them. They're the same. So 4x minus 8 equals 76. Add 8 to both sides, and I get 4x is 84. Divide by 4, x is 21. Now, hard to see the relationship here. They are same side interior. Slide 140 to the same spot in the other column. They are supplementary. Supplementary. So, my equation is going to be 10x plus 140 equals 180. Subtract 140, and you end up with 10x is 40 divided by 10, x is 4. The key here is to find relationship. Slide your ankle or your angles so they are in the same clump, and then it's easy to see their relationship.